Hey guys, welcome back. So we've got a little sneak peek today of Zack Snyders' Snyder Cut of Justice League from HBO Max. It literally only goes for 34 seconds, so this is going to be super brief and ultra short, but let's take a look at this thing. 3, 2, 1, go.
The bell's already been rung.
There's Lex.
And they've heard it.
Batman vs. Superman.
Out in the dark. Among the stars.
Dark side.
Ding dong. The god is dead.
Oh, there he is. Ooh. Man, half a minute of action, but I'm already incredibly intrigued. Now, of course, we know the story about Justice League, what happened with Zack Snyder stepping down and Joss Whedon taking over, and that movie just never really standing a chance, being cut down to 2 hours, 2 different directors, 2 different visions, one story being sliced in half, terrible CGI on Henry Cavill to remove his moustache from Fallout. So the movie really did have a lot of things going against it. So having Zack Snyder be given the opportunity to come in and relaunch his vision of this movie, either in a 4-hour epic supercut or in a miniseries format, which I really think is what they're going to choose to do on HBO Max. I mean, they want to keep people coming back, right? It's going to be interesting. Like, right away, we've got a scene we haven't seen before with Diana looking at that image of Darkseid in, looks like some kind of archaeological dig, or it's in her museum where she was cleaning that statue. But having the voice overlay of Lex Luthor giving that little speech to Batman at the end of Batman vs. Superman about the bell being rung and they've heard it and they're coming, setting up Justice League, was a nice touch. It just wants us to remember that indeed Darkseid was part of that story. He was completely excised from the Justice League that we got, and he is the uber bad DC's answer to Thanos. And I don't know who came first, honestly. Very similar characters. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, he was meant to be in that film that we got. I know DC's doing things differently to Marvel. I still think Marvel laid it out better. I'm a DC guy. I grew up reading Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and Aquaman, and The Flash, and Green Lantern. They were my comic book heroes as a kid. I wasn't really into Marvel, but when it comes to Marvel movies and DC movies, Marvel really has knocked it out of the park, especially those Avengers films. They're just incredible. So DC had a lot of catching up to do, so I don't know if they necessarily did it the right way. I mean, I think Justice League introducing their characters was unique. I'd rather have the characters, much like in Marvel, have the characters introduced in their own standalone film and then join up in an epic team up. But DC wanting to do things differently, they took a different approach. And if things had gone well, maybe that Justice League film we had in the first place would have been epic as hell. I do have issues with Zack Snyder's vision. A lot of great moments, but yeah, definitely a lot of room for improvement. Not trying to pick a fight with anyone. I know that a lot of people love what he did. The imagery for sure is amazing. He gave us some stunning looking scenes in those movies. The outfits that he created. I mean, Batman was the most epic looking Batman I've ever seen on celluloid. The Superman suit, yeah, I'm a classic. I like the red trunks, but Henry Cavill was an amazing casting, and I did love that suit as it progressed through the movies. But having the second chance for Justice League, yeah, I'm definitely curious. I'm going to sign up to HBO Max. Well, we have an alternative here. We're not going to get HBO Max in Australia, nor are we going to get the DC streaming app. We've got an app called Binge, and that's pretty much going to have all this content on that app for us. So if you're an Aussie and you're wondering where you're going to be able to catch this, Binge. Check it out. It's about $14 a month, I think. So it's not too cheap, but it has got a lot of Fox still streaming content on there, which is pretty good, like Game of Thrones and all that. So let's wait and see. It's coming out next year. I'm definitely curious. I want to check it out. I love my superhero movies, and I want this to be given an opportunity to show us what Zack Snyder's vision was actually intended to be. Okay, that was a 30-second clip, and this has gone for nearly 5 minutes, so let's wrap it up there, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.